Alright guys, hello and welcome to ranking all 57 Super Bowls. This is gonna be a tier list of every single one. Wait, hold on. What? No, that can't be right. Hold on, stop the music, stop the music. Hold on, let me read that again. Hello everybody, and welcome to ranking all 57 superb owls. Today we're gonna be ranking owls based on a lot of different criteria. How cute they are, how they look, if they're scary, annoying, you know. Got a bunch of different owls here. Everything from the simple barn owl to Hoot from Mario 64, even to an owl butterfly. My mouse is not appearing on screen. That is okay. We're gonna get started here with our little friend. Let me actually pull up. I have all of them named in a folder, and I need to see that folder. We're going to be starting with the little owl. Yes, that is its name. This little guy is absolutely adorable. Tiny little owl. I'm going to put him in an A tier, because there are better, but very, very cute. Now this little dapper fellow here, this guy looks polite as hell. Very polite owl. We're going to put him up here in S tier. I mean, I'm a little bit biased. I love barn owls. They're probably my favorite owl. Absolutely love them. This guy right here is the barred owl, B-A-R-R-E-D. He looks very, very serious, but very good. We're gonna put him, let's put him in A tier. We're gonna put him in A tier. Now this guy right here, this is the screech owl. I imagine they're very loud and screech a lot. Very, very, very noisy owls. Looks very angry. We're gonna pop him in C tier. Hoot. Hoot from Mario 64. Hoot is a fantastic owl. Very helpful. Gets us up to the top of... Oh, what is the stage's name? Oh my god, I should know this. Swamp's Fortress. Find him in a little tree. Grab onto him. However, not entirely necessary, so that is gonna dock us some points. I need to add a tier. I forgot. Where's my F tier? How do I add a tier? Oh, right, settings. There we go. Let's change the color of it to, like, blue. There we go. I forgot to add an F tier. I can't believe I did that. Hoot is gonna go in the nice B tier here. We're gonna put him... Yeah, we'll put him in A tier, actually. Snowy owls, I like snowy owls. They're very nice. Unfortunately, they remind me of a certain author of a certain series, so we're gonna have to dock a couple points, and we're gonna put him up here in A. Next up is the Great Horned Owl. These guys, I imagine, are huge. And if there's anything I like, it's big birds. I like them big, adorable. Large animals are very adorable. If you've ever seen, like, a Flemish giant rabbit, oh my god, those things are cute. We're gonna put them up here in S tier. Kepora Gaebora from Ocarina of Time specifically. Very helpful if it's your first time playing, very annoying if you accidentally say, yes, I would like to hear it all again. Especially annoying if it's not your first time playing. We're gonna put him down here in the D tier. Oh no, wait, that's the source code of the page. We're gonna put him down here in the D tier, where he belongs. Stay there. Next we have the Great Grey Owl, another one. I like the round face on the owls. I very much like round-faced owls. They're very cute. Very dapper. We're gonna pop them up here in A tier. Actually, we'll pop them up here in S tier. This is Longclaw from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Very lovely owl. Very kind, very caring. Unfortunately, very dead, most likely. In remembrance, let's put her up here in A. This is the Old Man Owl from the other Sonic the Hedgehog movie, the animated one. I guess both of them are kind of animated. But he is from the old anime Sonic the Hedgehog movie. If I recall correctly, very aloof. Ends up getting, like, brainwashed or something, so we're gonna pop him down here in the C tier, because he's not great, but he's not useless. This is a burrowing owl. Tiny little dirt owls. They swim around in the dirt. They dig little holes. I can imagine them being very annoying if you have an infestation of burrowing owls. So we're gonna pop them right there in the B tier. I think this is Owlowiscious from My Little Pony. Very helpful, very good boy. However, completely disappears after the 4th season, so we're gonna pop him down in B tier as well, just for that. Hoothoot from Pokemon. That's a Pokemon right there. Hoothoot from Pokemon Gold and Silver. Very good for like an early Pokemon. Not like the best stats. We're gonna pop him in B tier as well. Noctowl, also from Gold and Silver, evolves from Hoothoot. A lot better. I personally wouldn't pick a Noctowl for my team. I'm gonna retract that. Noctowl wouldn't be my first pick for a team, but if I was going for a team of Pokemon that I don't normally use, I would absolutely pick Noctowl. We're gonna pop him up in A tier. This right here is Hoo-Hoo, also known as Beta Noctowl from the Space World 1997 build of Gold and Silver. Absolutely love this design, sort of continues on the design of Hoothoot with the sort of like single foot. Terrible name. Absolutely terrible name. Noctowl is so much better name, so we're gonna have to pop him in the A tier. Gonna have to dock a few points for that. Hedwig from Harry Potter. Now, as a series, I like Harry Potter. As a story, I think it's great. Pretty into that. However, because of some actions the author has taken and some words that she has said, I forgot Owl City. I should have put that in there instead of the butterfly owl. Our butterfly. Maybe next time. If we do this again, I'll add it as a 58, and we can rank all 58 superb owls. But Hedwig is gonna have to go down in the C tier here. Rowlet. This was my first starter in Pokemon, the green one. No, hold on. Sun and Moon. I've been playing Ultra Sun again. I went with Popplio this time, because as I've grown older and I've matured, I have come to appreciate Primarina a little bit more. So we are going to pop Rowlet in the A tier. Good boy. Love Rowlet. Dartrix. Even better. What an absolute handsome owl. Look at that little swoosh. Look at that little swoosh on the head right there. That is a very dapper owl. We're gonna pop him up in the S tier. Dartrix, I'm not as big a fan of. I feel like they should have continued with the sort of distinguished gentleman vibe that Rowlet has. So we're gonna pop him down in B tier. Hisuian Dartrix. I could take him or leave him. I'm not a big fan of the design. Not one of my favorites. But also not worse than normal Dartrix, so we're gonna put him in the B tier too. What is this guy? Let's refer to my list. This is the Elf Owl. He is absolutely tiny. You could hold him like an ice cream cone. You could hold this owl like a freaking ice cream cone. It's so small. Adorable. Up to the S tier you go. Now this guy, this is the Spotted Owl. Those eyes, you guys can't see it fully because it cropped it off. Those eyes are horrifying. This thing, pitch black eyes, no soul. This thing's got no soul. We're gonna pop him down here in the D tier. Gabora from Majora's Mask. Now this guy is a very helpful owl. So much better than Ocarina of Time, excuse me. Teaches you the Song of Soaring. We love that. Use it to get around. Quickly get to a save spot. Helps us get across to where you get the Lens of Truth in the shrine in Goron Village and Snowhead. We're gonna put him up here in the S tier. We love Gabora from Majora's Mask. Eldon from Twilight Princess. Now, Eldon isn't strictly an owl, but the wiki compared him to an owl, so we're gonna go with it and say that Eldon is an owl. Oh boy, what can I say about Eldon? I remember getting stuck on one of the, I got stuck on one of the tiers in this trial growing up, and it really bothered me. I don't think I get as much stuck anymore. So we're gonna put him in the A tier. Very good light being of light that watches over the Elden province of Twilight Princess. The owl statues from Twilight Princess kind of get in the way, if I'm being honest. Like, their whole half of their point is sitting on buttons, the other half is getting in your way. So they're kind of a mixed bag when it comes to these owl statues. You gotta capture them with the Dominion Rod and move them around, which, Dominion Rod in and of itself, brilliant item, brilliant mechanic, a lot of fun. We're gonna put him in the B tier as well. Instructor Owlin, however, no head because of the weird cropping of this. He's a nice guy. He holds off the flight tournament, the flight race, the exam in Skyward Sword. I should know the name of it. I love Skyward Sword. He doesn't really play a huge part in the story, but I love Skyward Sword, so we're gonna put him up in B. This guy. I don't know his name, but he is from Breath of the Wild. Kennelly from Breath of the Wild. Overall, not a bad guy, but he's not really useful and kind of, like, really aloof. He doesn't really recognize you as the hero. Even if you bring them the Master Sword, he, like, doesn't even recognize that, if I recall. I could be wrong. Q comments below saying how wrong I am. But I didn't really like him very much. We're gonna put him in D tier. This fellow right here, who is this? This is the maned owl. You can't see it, but he's got big, like, eyebrows. Awesome. Pretty cool. Love an owl with some big eyebrows. We're gonna pop him up in the B tier. He's not quite S tier. He's not quite... I'm actually gonna move this guy down to, like, the B tier. Not, like, the greatest owl, just an alright owl. But these guys, these are the real MVPs. This is another round-faced owl. This is the pygmy owl. Very cute. I like him. What more can I say? I mean, there is a bit of a foul on the field. There's quite a few fouls on the field. That is a good joke. That is the kind of joke I would make. This guy, I like him. I like the round owls, but we're gonna pop him here in the A tier. This fella right here, this is the long-whiskered owl. Look at that insane face. That is an owl that's seen some shit and done some shit, and I don't want to know what he's done. We're gonna pop him in the F tier, just because of how scary he is. Now, this fella right here is the crested owl. Very big, like, head plumes. I like that. It's very cute, very, very nice, very attractive. I like seeing that. We're gonna pop him in the A tier up here. Actually, we're gonna pop him in the S tier. Up next is the long-eared owl. Again, you can't see it, but he's got big old tufts on the top of his head, on the top of its head. Another very cute owl. Not as cute as the crested owl, so we're gonna put him in the A tier up here. This next one is the Jamaican owl. I love that red fur, not fur, those are feathers. I love that red feather color. It's a very brilliant color. Not something you see a lot in owls. Owls tend to be very mute in color, aside from the snowy owl, which is, like, bright white. We're gonna go ahead and pop this fella up in the S tier, because that is a good owl. Up next is an owl that you guys can't see the face of. It is the Australian hawk owl, and it looks like a hawk. It is a freaking awesome owl. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show it here for you guys. You guys need to see this owl. This is a very, very good owl. Give me just a moment. Also, I'd like to point out that I picked a very nice bird-themed soundtrack for today's video. Where is it? Where'd it go? That's the pygmy owl. Oh, there it is. There's the hawk owl. Ta-da! Let's make him bigger. This fella, look at that. That is a cool owl. That is an awesome owl. That owl is badass. Like, even the feather patterns look like a hawk. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pop him up in the A tier, in the S tier as well. Go on up there. Coo from Kirby. He flies, but is that really entirely useful in a game where you can already fly? I mean, I guess so. I can't remember using Coo terribly much. If it was Rick the hamster, absolute S tier. I mean, I'd put Rick in an F tier on this list simply because Rick is not an owl, would not qualify. I'm gonna put Coo up in the B tier. This fellow is the owl from Link's Awakening. I do not know much about this owl, actually, other than it appears a few times throughout the game. Unfortunately, that means I don't have a lot to say about it. And I can't rank him very high on the list, but I also can't rank him very low. So we're gonna go ahead and put him in the C tier. This is Owl from Winnie the Pooh. Sadly, he is not yet in the public domain. Give it a few more years. We might get him. We might get him. From what I recall, his advice was generally helpful, but sometimes a little bit not and a little bit misguided. Childhood hero, though, we're gonna put him up in the B tier. This is Mr. Owl from the Tootsie Pop commercials. This owl fucking sucks, guys. Like, come on. This guy... What a loser. What a loser. Give him the Tootsie Pops, like, okay, how many licks, Mr. Owl? How many licks does it take? Try it. Oh, sure, let me grab the Tootsie Pop from you, kid, and let's find out. 1, 2, 3... Crunch! Doesn't even tell him. Doesn't even actually find him out. Yeah, fuck that owl. Fuck that owl. F tier. F tier on that owl. Fuck that owl. Absolutely dogshit owl. Like, come on, guys. Why do people like him so much? He doesn't even tell ya. He doesn't even tell ya. And you know what? That caused people to actually have to try it themselves. And I think it was a food theory, but what they found is that as you lick those lollipops, they don't melt evenly. They end up becoming sharp and jagged. How many kids cut their tongues on a Tootsie Pop because this owl put that question in their mind? Nobody was asking that until he started asking it. Nobody. And then he doesn't even tell you. Go find out yourself, kids. Let's experiment on it. I have some freaking words about that owl. Up next is... Where did my list go? Up next is Jareth from the Labyrinth, otherwise known as the Goblin King. I did not know until today that the Goblin King had a owl form. Jareth, normally played by David Bowie in the Labyrinth, was the Goblin King and kidnapped a baby, I think to eat, sacrifice, turn into a goblin. That movie was kind of confusing. It was a little bit confusing. Either way, bad guy, but it's David Bowie. I can't put him in F tier or D tier, but I also can't really put him high because he kind of is a villain. So let's go ahead and pop him right in the C tier. The "Oh really" meme. That is an old one. That is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know where this meme was used or for what purpose it served, but I know it was a meme, and I recognize it. And that's all you need, really. At least that's what corporate tells us, that like, hey guys, it's that thing you know. It's that thing you know, guys. Look. It's the meme. Shiny meme. Ooh. Shiny meme. It's pretty. Where's it gonna go? Woo! I think we're gonna pop him in C tier. Because I don't really know much about that meme, or really what purpose it served. And again, it's an old meme, so it's not really relevant anymore. Up next, we have the Spectacled Owl. I love the pattern of feathers on this guy. Very good variety of color, very vibrant brown. You don't really see a lot of vibrant browns. We're gonna pop him up in S tier. Up next is the Saw-Whet Owl. Wet spelled W-H-E-T, as in whetstone. That's a very fun word to say. Wet. Very cute, very adorable. Look at those big old eyes. Look at those eyes. Look at Like the little round heart shape almost on him. Oh, that's a nice owl. Gotta put him up there. Next up is the Scops Owl. This one, I gotta be honest, isn't really doing it for me. Oh no, wait. That's not the Scops Owl. That's the Papawn Hawk Owl, actually. Apologies. This one is the Scops Owl. They look very similar, though, and, I mean, again, it's an alright owl. It's not the greatest. I'm gonna put him up in B tier, just because... Not the best owl. It's an okay owl. I mean, it's a good owl. Same with this guy. They can both sit up in B tier. They're both pretty okay owls. The Owl Clock. I feel like everyone has at least seen this at some point in their life in some form of media, something. But the Owl Clock, it is a very iconic clock. I like this clock. Would have one in my house if I could. We're gonna pop them up in S tier. Up next is the Cuban Screech Owl. This guy is adorable. Very, very small little owl. Again, probably very loud like the Screech Owl, so I can't put him in S tier. Look, it's just a little guy. Just a little guy chilling in his home. We're gonna pop him up in the A tier. Up next, we have the Laughing Owl. This is another one that we are going to pull up on screen. Little bit of a backstory behind this owl. As soon as I can find it. Where? There it is. This is the Laughing Owl. And this fella right here, this adorable little bird, is unfortunately extinct. I believe extinct as of 1918? I could be wrong on that. The reason this owl went extinct is because of humans, because of cats and other predators that we introduced into the area, using the land for different things other than fucking nature. Basically, this is another species that we killed off, like the dodo. So we're gonna put him up in the S tier in honor. May he rest in peace. Up next is the... what is this? What owl is this? This is the Puerto Rican owl. They're very small, very cute owls. I like these owls. Look at them. They're just a couple of dudes hanging out. Just a couple of chill dudes. We're gonna put them up in the A tier. This one is the Collared Owlet. Very, very small owl. Kind of blends in with the tree a little bit. Very, very common black and white striped owl pattern, but not a bad owl. We're gonna put him in the B tier. This is the Owl of Athena. It is a coin that dates back to, at some point, let me actually look it up. Let me not look it up on that one. That's not the right page. Here we go, we'll do it on this one. Owl of Athena. Athena was often depicted with an owl, which was considered a symbol of wisdom in both cultures. This particular coin dates back to 480 to 420 BC. The inscription, 3 Greek letters, abbreviation of abbreviation of that, which may be translated as of the Athenians. In daily use, the Athenian drachmas were called glux. This is from Wikipedia, by the way. Just reading it off. The silver coin was first issued in 479 BC in Athens, after the Persians were defeated by the Greeks. That makes sense. Athena, I never really made that a connection. The bird, often referred to as Owl of Athena or Owl of Minerva, has been used as a symbol of knowledge because it is associated with Athena, wisdom, perspicacity, and erudition throughout the Western world. Don't ask me what those words mean. I'm assuming perspicacity I'm assuming means prosperous, maybe, or perseverant, or something. Let's look it up. Perspicacity. Perspicacity. The quality of having a ready insight into things. I could not have been further off. And what about erudition? I'm not even going to guess on that one. The quality of having or showing great knowledge. They literally took 4 words that mean the same thing. Being smart, and said, this means all 4. I really like this coin, though. It's a really cool looking coin. We're gonna pop it up in the A tier, actually S tier, because you know what is power? You know what power is? Knowledge. Knowledge is power, guys. And Athena is of knowledge. What is this next bird? This is the Flammulated Owl. Just another little guy. You can't see... Oh, yeah, you can see the hand. Look at him. He's so small. Such a small little owl. Tiny little owl. We're gonna pop him up in the A tier. Love him. Next up is Blathers from Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was my jam growing up. I don't play it much anymore because the loop kind of just feels like paying off debt, and it's a little bit depressing for me. When I have tried to play it, it just feels like I'm kind of like doing a daily grind type of thing, which I'm not too big on. I know the point of Animal Crossing is to not really have a purpose to do. Like, you make your own purpose, but it's just not really as much my thing anymore, especially without the social aspect. I think without the social aspect, that just kills it for me. But I love Blathers. I loved filling out the museum, bringing him new stuff, seeing him freak out over bugs. Or not, if you group him in with other things. He's just like, you have items. Sure, I'll take them. What's this, a bug? Oh, what's in with other stuff? I don't care. We're gonna put him up at the A tier, because he's a good owl. Celeste, even better. She sells you stuff. She sells the silver shovel, the silver axe, a few other silver tools up in the library, up in the upper floors of the museum in Animal Crossing New Leaf. I am basing all my knowledge of these guys off of New Leaf because that is the one I played the most. Also gives you a few spaces to make your own exhibits. Holy shit, that's cool. That's a brilliant idea. Then your friends can come over and be like, oh, what's this exhibit? Oh, you have all the musical instruments in here. Ooh, what's this one? Space! You have the lunar lander. And the fucking moon. Very, very fun. Very fun. We're gonna pop her up in A tier with her brother. Up next is the African Wood Owl. This guy's pretty cool, too. I like him. I like that little beak, that little yellow beak. Very iconic. Love the big, fluffy, ruffled feathers. We're gonna go ahead and put him up in the S tier as well. That is the A tier. Let me scroll up to the S tier. There we go. Up next is the Owl Butterfly. I honestly couldn't think of something else to put on here. I should have put Owl City. That would have been pretty nice. But I can't take this guy off the list. So, the Owl Butterfly, it's not exactly an owl. It looks kind of like if you've ever seen Garfamon, that Tumblr where the guy recreates Pokemon using Garfield parts. It kind of looks like that, but a butterfly and with owl parts. Very, very brilliant camouflage to do that, though, because they really do look like owl eyes. Like, they really look like owl eyes. I never really noticed how much they looked like that before. But we're gonna go ahead and put it in the D tier. Nah, F tier, mostly because it's not an owl. It's, like, kind of disqualified, but not really. This last one here is the giant Cuban owl, another owl that went extinct long before we arrived on this continent, I think, or before we had pictures of it at least. I can't remember why it went extinct from what I was reading, but again, just another sad to see extinct species. I get it's a cycle of life, sometimes species just go extinct. More often than not because of humans, but we're gonna pop them up in the A tier, or the S tier, as well as our other buddy over here. And that is our list. That is our tier list of owls. I hope everyone is having a fantastic, superb Owl Sunday. Give your local owl a hug for me. Tell them how good they are. Because all of them are good birds. All of them are good boys and girls. And in between, they're very lovely, lovely birds. I really like owls. And I hope you guys are ready for the big game. What big game? Minecraft. Yep, I'm playing Minecraft after this, guys. Yeah. So, if you enjoyed, just, like, watch some more of my stuff. I don't really have an end card for this. Just random skip video, I guess. But, thank you very much for watching if you are here live, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!